And we are jumping back into it once again. Jumping quite literally into it. This is part number 5 of attempt number 9. I mean, no, part number 4, not 5. We're not quite to part number 5 yet, but we are a part number. Grab the Magnum here. It's not a weapon I use very often, but it is very useful for a few distinct things. So definitely do not want to lose it, or not skip it, I should say. Now we are definitely going to move down here to get charged up off of this health and this suit. But wow, we are in part number 4 of attempt number 9. And we are at 100 health and 96 suit, which is pretty impressive, to say the least. Wow. This is quite exciting. I don't actually quite remember what comes up next. Once we get to it, I will, of course, recall it. That is how I am with Half-Life. Ooh, almost fell off there. That would have been bad. Oh, right. It's this part. Which is not exactly what I would call the most. So we're gonna run through there. This next part. Ooh, what is the next chapter? I do not remember. And we're walking through here, and oh no! Actually took a lot of health, a lot of damage from that, but that is inevitable. Though I did kind of screw up. Ooh, just forgot. It is actually possible to skip this next part, this entire section, by using these trip mines that you can gather from these boxes. However, I'm not going to be doing it because it does rely you to play the next entire section that after that you get to. It requires you to play through it with very low health, and I'm not really looking forward to that. And that's why we're not going to do it, because hey, this is a one-life run. We cannot risk going into a part that is actually one of the can be a quite difficult part to go through without the tram on low health. And that's another thing. The reason it's so dangerous to do with low health is because you don't have the tram with you if you do the skip. But essentially what you do is, instead of playing through all this level like you normally would, which I'm not looking forward to. Oh, power up, that's it. But yeah, big Gargant there. We'll let the soldiers deal with him. Actually, blew up those bears a little too soon. Still kill him nonetheless. But you can run straight over to there where you escape and place the trip mines down, because you can jump onto trip mines and use them to boost yourself over the blockade, which is indestructible otherwise. We don't go that way, that's the wrong way. That's where the cave-in will happen. Ooh, but I saw something down there. Alright. Jump up here so the head crabs are not quite as dangerous and we don't get surrounded. There's someone else somewhere. I don't know where. We will talk to this guard, grab this ammo. Come up here. Things in the way. Mm-hmm. There you are. I knew there was another one down there. Ooh, this is actually the first part of the game where we get the alternate fire for the MP5, which is of course the grenade rounds from the grenade launcher, and I'm looking forward to it, because this makes certain parts quite a lot easier. I do want to try and conserve them a bit. Alright, here we go. Ha ha ha. Okay. Now this next part is a bit tricky, but there is actually a way you can skip some of it. Oh, I'm low on ammo. I just realized that. Oh, this is not a good time to be low on ammo for the SMG. Grenade! Was that a grenade? I don't know. Either way, that was close. through the second grenade is... Oh. I thought there was a guy there. Oh, he's over there. Top off our health. Some SMG ammo. Ooh, that's actually ammos for the crossbow / dart. I did not know there was a little bit of ammo pickup. That's one cool thing about this original Half-Life is you can get ammo pickup for guns before you even get them. There's actually a spot that I think I missed prior to getting the Magnum that you get right before the end of Blast Pit. There's actually a section, there's actually some ammo pickups for that gun. It's a pretty cool little thing that you can actually get ammo for a weapon before you actually get the weapon itself. Go ahead and blow up those explosives because we don't want to die to them later. This is a very tricky part. I go ahead and grenades. I hadn't realized I was completely out. Now I'm going to be a little bit sneaky here, and we're going to be able to avoid a lot of this because we can do this right here and gently down. So that allows us to avoid a lot of soldiers, but we will still of course have to fight them, but we will get to be doing it from the opposite direction, so it actually is a bit of an advantage. It does make it go faster too. Oh, should use the shotgun here because I have plenty of ammo for it. I prefer using the shotguns against, the shotgun's a lot harder to use against soldiers because the soldiers can shoot you, and you have to get a lot closer, which generally means they're going to have a lot more opportunities to kill you, or shoot at you while you're trying to move up on them. But against the aliens, it's a fairly effective weapon. One of the cool things that, doing this little skipping part where you play from this side of things, come here, Highhound. I don't have focus of that. You can hear the Gargant. Yep. This elevator will take soldiers down. Oh, they killed the poor Highhound. And then that kills all of them. Now, the difficulty here is that you have to fight your way up this elevator, which can be quite nasty. But you can do this. That's the way up. Oop. It's hard to make that through. I don't think any more are going to come down the elevator. Yep, I held on to it too long. That's why the grenade rounds are so useful. It's because they let you right-click your problems away. It's a really good thing when you're in a pinch there, like having to push up. We're right there. Works well in many different situations. Yes, be distracted by the head crab. Ooh, this is intense. Commentary is a bit dropping because I'm focusing very heavily. Because I don't want to die. There's a few more soldiers around here. There you are. I knew there was one more. I could hear you. Oh, glorious, glorious ammo. And health. Alright, well, you take that. Die already! They soak up so many bullets on hard. Shut up, and when you're fighting headcrabs, always assume that there's a third one, because there's always a third one. Actually, that's not entirely true, but it's quite annoying, and it seems like there's always a third one. We'll be part to restock on grenades and maybe get lucky and have some shotgun ammo. Plenty of trip mines, which trip mines are trip mines will be invaluable later on in some of the later parts of the game where you can actually set up some pretty effective ambush. In fact, I could have set up some ambushes here, but I didn't really take the time to do that. Collect all the ammo, get fully stocked back up on here because the SMG is our primary weapon for the time being. It's actually the primary weapon throughout most of the game. Obviously, as the game goes on, you have to start swapping around, particularly in some of the later parts. On Zen especially, you have to swap around your weapons a lot more because you're a lot more limited on your ammunition for any single weapon. So you have to, be a little more versatile and swap around between them a lot more. Now that said, I never actually finished what I was saying before. What I was saying before is in one of the last parts, I don't recall which. I was talking about how I'm really not looking forward to Zen because Zen has a lot of places that are very tricky and you can die very easily on Zen. So yeah, Zen is gonna be a pain, assuming of course I actually ever get there. Now, here's the really tricky part. Get his attention over this way, and immediately run away. Oops. I don't know why I jumped off. So I actually need to go this way. Alright, soldiers. You got him to come back this way, you idiot. I need him to not come. I need him to be over this way, you silly soldiers. Come back over that way, run away immediately so he does not kill us with the flamethrowers. And then immediately run. Luckily he paused there. So, first order of business, do not grab the health, not pass go. Flip that on. And immediately run over here. He's actually not quite ahead of us, but that's fine. Rather him be really far behind than right behind us. Come at me, foul beast. Right, now I'm gonna run away. Bravely ran away. Come get me. And it's going to explode in a fantastic show. Here, grab these. And whew, there we go. We have now completed Power Up. Well, not quite. We're gonna get to the end of it, and then I'm gonna cut it off here, and we'll have to wait for the next episode, which I'm really excited that we made it through this episode, or not this, well, this episode, yeah, without dying. But I'm also really glad that we made it through. I always forget about this. I'm also really glad that we made it through here on our first go, through. You can actually jump through, and you don't have to go all the way around. Alright, go ahead and just let the tram do its thing, crush into these things. And this is what I was talking about. You can place trip mines on here and kind of climb your way up over that. But you won't have the tram into the next section, which can make the next section very difficult. It's obvious, it is very much doable, and in fact it is, every speedrun I've ever seen of the game has always skipped that level and of not use the tram because it's faster to just speedrun it without the tram.
Said to give you a message. You're supposed to take this old rail system up to some kind of satellite delivery rocket. I don't know where it is exactly, and the old guy was so worried about getting out of here alive, he didn't tell me. Main thing is, the military aborted the launch, so when you do find the rocket, you'll have to get up to the control room and launch it yourself. He said something about a Lambda team needing the satellite in orbit if they were ever going to clean up this mess.
And heads up, spoiler, from as we know in Half-Life 2, it doesn't actually work. I mean, you save the immediate thing, kind of, but... Well, you stop the invasion from Zen, but that's all. And as we all know, the Combine show up later. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I'm so excited that we made it this far on attempt number 9. Oh, we're setting so many new records now, which this is actually getting to the part in the game. We're now far enough in that each time I die, it's going to start getting really, really bad. And by really, really bad, I mean I have to recover a lot of the same ground. Because up until this point, up to Blast Pit, honestly, I can get through that part of the game relatively quickly every time. But now, we're to the point now where each death is going to sting a lot more than it has been up to this point. So let's try our best not to die. Thank you all for watching. Check back for more One Life run of Half-Life, and of course the other videos that I make on this channel, but obviously this is kind of my main series at the moment. Thank you all for watching. Till next time.